Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, Unitil Corporation just filed their 8, and I am seeing a clear picture of shareholder engagement. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company just held their annual shareholder meeting and the votes are in on key company decisions. So this filing is all about what happened at Unitil Corporation's recent annual meeting of shareholders. It is basically a report card on how the company's owners, the shareholders, voted on important matters. This happened on the 29th of April, 2026. The main event was the election of 3 directors. These are the people who help run the company and make big decisions. Shareholders got to vote on who they wanted to represent them. 3 names were up for election: Naveen F. Awad, Winfield S. Brown, and Mark H. Collin. Let's dive into how the votes panned out for Naveen F. Awad. A whopping 14 million shares voted for her, with only 173,000 withheld. Mark H. Collin saw an even higher for vote at over 14 million Winfield S. Brown also got strong support with over 13 million shares voting in his favour. It looks like the shareholders are happy with the current board members, as all 3 were elected. This shows strong confidence from the owners in the company's leadership. Next up was a vote on who will be auditing the company's books for 2026. This is important because an independent auditor makes sure the company's financial reports are accurate and honest. Shareholders voted to approve Deloitte and Touche LLP. The vote was overwhelmingly in favour, with over 15 million shares saying yes, and only about 300,000 voting against. This indicates shareholders trust Deloitte and Touche to do a good job. Finally, shareholders got to vote on the pay for the company's top executives, sometimes called named executive officers. This vote is advisory, meaning the board doesn't have to follow it, but it is a strong signal of shareholder sentiment. Almost 13.8 million shares voted to approve the compensation. While there were over 443,000 votes against and a chunk of broken non-votes, the majority clearly favoured the executive pay packages. It seems shareholders are generally content with how the top brass is being compensated, although there is a notable group that feels otherwise. Looking at the bigger picture, Unitil Corporation, with its $914 million market cap and a P/B ratio of 17.1, is a stable player in the utilities sector. Recent headlines from early May 2026 show they had a strong first quarter for 2026, with earnings beating expectations and solid revenue growth driven by gas and rate increases. This positive financial news likely contributed to the strong shareholder turnout and positive votes we see in this filing. The fact that nearly 89% of outstanding shares were represented at the meeting also signals active ownership and engagement. What is particularly interesting here is the high level of shareholder participation. With over 15.9 million shares represented, that is 88.65% of the outstanding shares being present either in person or by proxy. This is a really strong showing and suggests shareholders are paying attention and feel their voice matters. This level of engagement is higher than many companies see, and it suggests a healthy relationship between management and its owners. It speaks volumes about how much shareholders care about the direction Unitil is heading. In conclusion, the shareholder meeting seems to have gone smoothly for Unitil Corporation. Management and the board have received strong backing from shareholders on director elections and auditor selection. While the executive compensation vote showed some divergence, the overall sentiment appears positive. The company is also coming off some strong financial results in early 2026, which likely bolstered shareholder confidence. The risk I am watching is always how these utility companies handle rate increases and regulatory environments, but for now, the shareholder base seems content. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description.